All right, here's a, a good question, tougher one. It says university invests 1,400,000 at simple interest. Okay, some at 5%. So here's our some at 5%, some at 4.5%, and some at 5.5%. I don't know how much is in each one of these. But they get from interest, they get 69,000, at least that. So they want to know how much money they have to invest at 4.5%. That's this one. Okay, so I need to know a relationship between these boxes. So in this first box, we can just say, well, let's say they invest X. And then the next one, it says half of that. So that would be 0.5x, or half of x, right? X is 1x, so half of that's 0.5. And then in the last box, that's the rest of it. So to get the rest of it, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take how much they have totally, and I have to subtract this amount and this amount. So 1.5 would be 1.5. So minus 1.5x. That's what's going to be in that box. So they're making this money total. So my equation would be 0.05x plus 0.045 times 0.5x plus 0.055 times 1,400,000 minus 1.5x. So if you add up all the money that they make from that interest, and I'm getting that because the interest multiplied by the principal, that'll give me the total interest for that one investment. Okay, and this is equal to 69,000. All right, let's multiply this stuff through. So this would be 0.05x, and this will be, let me get my decimals out here just a second. Come on. Decimals right there. Good. So I have to go, what do I have to do? Oh, right there. Okay. So I have to go 0.045 times 0.5. So 0.0225. And then the other one I have to do is I have to FOIL this through. Okay, so let me see what I get there. So it'll be 0.055 times 1,400,000. And then I have to do 0.055 times negative 1.5. Okay, let me write all those numbers down there. So this would be plus 0.0225x plus, that was 770,000, minus 0.0825x, and all that's equal to 69,000. All right, so let's gather our x's together. Oops. Move decimals out of the way. So 0.05x plus 0.0225x minus 0.0825x is going to be equal to 69,000 minus, did I have too many zeros there? No, that was correct. I think I times that right. 770,000. I wonder if this will work out. Those numbers are a little different than I've seen. Okay, so let's add up our x's. So it'll be point. That's not a point. Or a decimal point. Oh. Point. 05 plus 0.0225 minus 0.0825. Okay, so I get negative 0.01x is equal to, if I subtract those, I think that's negative 701,000. This isn't going to come out right. What did I do wrong? Okay, 5%, 4.5%, 5.5%, yeah, and 69,000, yeah, and they have 1.4 million, yeah, 0.055 times, oh, I have an extra zero there, that's why. I'm going to fix that. I have an extra zero. So this should have only been 77,000. Aha. Whoops. 77,000. There we go. And so 69,000 minus 77,000 is 8,000. So this would be negative 8,000. Is that right? Yep. Okay, so now I have to take and divide both sides by negative 0.01. Divide negative 0.01. Do that on decimals. So negative 8,000 divided by negative 0.01. 800,000. Okay, so x is 800,000. Okay, so just recapping then where we're at. They have 1,400,000 to invest. So I came up with x, and this is x right there. So at 5%, I should invest 800,000. Okay, then at 0.045%, it says I should invest half of that. Half of that. So half 800,000 would be 400,000. And then plus 0.055, then this would be 1,400,000 minus these two. And that's 1.2 million, so it'd be 200,000, I think. You can do the subtracting and just see if that comes out. Okay, so the question asks for how much can they invest at 4.5%? The answer would be that right there. They'd invest half of what they invested at X, so 400,000. That's whoops.
Hey, Caitlin's already texting that
That's what I would invest right there. That they would invest 400,000.